Hello everybody, welcome to the group project submission of our team for the data visualization course during term 1 of the CB at ISB. Let me introduce the team, myself, Vekram Jenarthanan, along with Shivakumar, Keshavamurthy and Sasi, Kanth. Through this video, we want to explain the variances in literacy rates and enrollment rates across India and how they potentially interact with each other. Now over here in this visualization, we've laid out the heat maps of literacy rates and enrollment rates of children in private and government schools across India. Now, over in this heat map, we see that the states with the higher literacy are concentrated in the south and to an extent in the northeast. However, the enrollment rate heat map tells a completely different story where enrollment rates are actually good in central India, namely Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, and to an extent Odisha, whereas all of these states have relatively poorer literacy rates. This could imply that the state governments in these states are taking measures to improve enrollment so as to increase literacy in the future. What this visualization also helps is by drilling down into each of these states, we'll be able to analyze trends in the enrollment in government schools and private schools, and also trends in the number of teachers being employed in government schools and private schools. However, the more important thing is to actually validate if this increase in enrollment being enacted by these governments will actually help the overall literacy rate. And that, in order to be able to do that, we need to understand what drives high literacy rates. So we have to understand what have the southern states maybe typically done in the past that are driving their high overall literacy rates. Over here with the bar graph on the left, we've mapped the difference between male and female literacy rates for states during the year 2014. This dotted line in the middle represents the median difference, and hence all of the bars lying to the left of this median indicate states in the top 50th percentile. Now let's take the state at the 50th percentile, which is Tamil Nadu, and in this list going upwards, we see that most of these states, in fact almost all of them, save say Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar and other union territories and states, all of these states are from the south and from the northeast. So we can definitely imply that overall higher literacy rates are being driven by smaller differences between male and female literacy rates, hence greater female literacy rates probably drive overall literacy rates. In order to be able to do that, what states, any state must do at the moment is to increase the enrollment of girls in schools so that it translates into greater female literacy rates in the future, and hence overall literacy rate. So what we also want to do is we want to validate if the enrollment being enacted, rather the increase in enrollment being enacted by the central states is centered around increase in girl enrollment rates or not. So in this bar chart, we've done the exact same thing, except we've plotted the difference in enrollment rates of boys and girls. Hence, over here, this actually means Assam has a greater enrollment rate for girls, which is awesome. So smaller bars over here mean that enrollment rates for girls are getting closer to that of the boys. So once again, to the left of the median, we begin Sikkim upwards, and in this list, we must be able to pinpoint central states, which would actually mean that they are doing the right thing. And there we go. We see Uttarakhand, we see Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Jharkhand, which means these central states are correctly increasing enrollment of girl children in this period 2008 to 2014, which could definitely present itself as increased literacy rates in the future. Now, another follow-on point is that historically in India, women and girls have been a marginalized segment of the population, unfortunately. So could this talk to the fact that increasing the literacy rates, or rather increasing the enrollment rates of children from such marginalized communities, could it present in greater literacy rates? That definitely follows. So why don't we look at the trends in another marginalized population, the SC/ST population in India. Over here in the bar chart, we've mapped the increase in SC/ST enrollment from 2008 to 2014. So this bar basically represents the percentage increase in SC population, which is 15% for Uttar Pradesh, and not population but enrollment, then the ST enrollment, which is 33.8% for Uttar Pradesh. Now this is actually good, right? Uttar Pradesh, a central state, is exhibiting increased enrollment of the SC/ST population. However, Madhya Pradesh is doing the opposite. It's exhibiting a decreased enrollment, and Bihar is somewhere in between, increased for SC and decreased for ST. So these states are probably missing a trick when it comes to increasing overall literacy rates by missing the SC ST enrollment situation.